Hey guys, Dan Calder here with dancalder.com, dancalder.biz. If you want to look me up, go to dancalder.biz. There's a lot more information. Anyway, this is going to be a quick one, as quick as if you see my videos, I'll do the best I can to make it quick. But this is basically what is a solo ad. Okay, we call this solo ad 101. This is just going to be a quick. Again, I'm not good at quick, but it's going to be just an overview of what a solo ad is. Okay, I know that when I got involved, or at least when I first came involved in solo ads, I was involved for a while before I even heard what a solo ad was. Okay, it can be confusing because first of all, what a solo ad is and what a solo ad isn't. First of all, a solo ad is an ad, literally speaking, technically speaking, I guess, because you're paying money and you're advertising to people. So that is the only way that it's considered an ad. It's because a solo ad, all a solo ad is an email. Okay, just consider a solo ad an email. I mean, don't consider it. That's what it is. Okay. And now, how does this help you? Okay, a solo ad is an email to other people's lists. Okay, essentially, what a solo ad is. Let me back up a step. To tell you what, why you want to know about what a solo ad is. Okay. Now, if you're getting involved, or if you're just getting started, okay, one of the best pieces of advice I can give you is to find one marketing strategy. Okay. Now, if you're involved with me, you're going to be doing two because you're always going to be blogging because you always want to be. I teach blogging because you always want to your efforts. Okay, with a blog, a solo ad is a one-shot injection. A lot of advertising strategies are a one-shot injection. You're going to get leads, you're not going to get leads. You're going to get sales, you're not going to get sales. What your blogging is, and I don't mean to get off track because I'm going to make it quick, but you should always be blogging, okay? But your marketing, because that is marketing, your blogging effort, let me at least finish my sentence, is going to always be there, okay? The better you get, the more you do, your fishing net gets bigger. That's your long-term strategy to drive leads to whatever it is you're doing. I'm not even talking about what it is you're doing. That's your long-term strategy, okay? But your short-term strategy to build, especially if you're starting at zero, because a lot of you guys are. You're starting at zero, but what the point I didn't want to get away from is you want to pick one marketing strategy, okay? And if you're going to pick one, and you want to pick one and get good at it, okay? Don't just take a shot at a solo ad and then take a shot at a PPC campaign and then take a shot at a classified ad, or you got to perfect something because they all work, okay? And my point that I'm trying to ramble to get to is a solo ad. If you're going to pick a strategy, man, this is a kick-ass strategy, okay? This is a great way to take yourself from zero, to 1,000 leads. I mean, this number is infinite. But if you want to get from 0 to 1,000 leads quickly, you're going to have to spend a little money, admittedly, but any marketing you are. Now, blogging you're not. That's, again, why I teach blogging. That's not, that's free, and it's long term. But, sorry, I don't mean to get away from that. But to do this, I'm going to explain to what it is, okay? Now, you're here with 0 ads, or even if you got 1,000 leads or whatever, you're just, wherever it is, you're stuck. You want to get to more, okay? We're just going to use this for numbers. This could be 10,000 just as easily, and will be if you do this over and over again, okay? So what you got to do is you're here. You're at 0. Now, there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of successful marketers out there, okay? The people that have been doing this for a living, that are daily generating leads, maybe in ways you haven't heard of yet. This is one of them, I guarantee. But let's just say we've got a number of marketers here at all different levels of their marketing career or whatever. Say this guy's got, I hope you can see this. I'm going to do K's here. This guy's got 5K. This guy's got 10K. This guy's got 20K. This is 20,000 leads is what I'm saying in their subscriber list. Okay, these are subscribers to their lists. We'll say this guy's got 50K. This guy's got 100K. And this guy's got 500K. Okay, and it doesn't matter, because, this guy could send, anyway, I don't want to get too far ahead. But what you do is you're sending, you're leveraging what these people have already done. Okay? You're just going from where you're at, and you want to get to here. And one of the quickest ways to do it is, yes, spend a little money, but you're just going to leverage this. All you're going to do is feed off these people's lists. Okay? Now, there's some specifics. Maybe I shouldn't get into that now. Let me just finish explaining this so you have it. Okay? Say this guy will do... and this number isn't all that off. There's all sorts of different numbers and all sorts of different packages. There just is. There are different prices, just like anything else in life. Okay, but say this is a pretty decent number. Let's say this guy does, we'll say he does a $40 ad. $40 ad for, I don't know, 60 clicks maybe. That's probably not too insane. $40 ad, you spent $40 ad. Now, if you're involved with me, this is where you got to have some steps, okay? First, you got your email. Okay? This is the email that you send to people. Or, what happens if you're new, don't be afraid of the solo ad because you're probably wondering, what the hell do I put in an email? Excuse me, what the heck do I put in an email? Some of these guys, a lot of them, and some of this stuff, there's all nuances, you know, that you can negotiate, or people got their different preferences, or they'll leave it up to you. But if you're new, starting out, the reason don't be afraid of a solo ad is a lot of these guys will prefer, or girls, I don't mean always say guys, these people will prefer to write the ad copy anyway. And the ad copy is just the body of the email. Okay? So don't be afraid of it if you never started, because some of these guys, all they want is your link. They literally just want your money and your link. Okay? So, I mean, that's a pretty simple strategy. You just, here's my link that you should already have from whatever company. And again, I don't want to get too far ahead. But, okay, let me just go back here. So an email is what the solo ad is. Okay? I think I got a pretty good explanation of that. Now that email is going to, somewhere in the body of that email is going to be a click. Okay? Now this is obviously where your money is, because once they've opened the email and they've clicked, which you paid for, okay? Now this is another thing. If you're going to get your clicks. If you pay $40, you're going to get 60 clicks. So what they do, once they click in that email, they're going to come to a squeeze page or a lead capture page. That's horrible. You've heard of a squeeze page or a lead capture page. You were provided, if you're in marketing at all, you were already provided one. If you're provided with, you know, with me, you've got ones that convert about 30%. This is what I was trying to get at, 30 to 40%. Meaning that if I send out this email and they click on the link and they go to my lead capture page or my squeeze page, I will get 30 to 40% of them will opt in. Now, two things happen when they opt in, if you got it set up correctly, which is pretty simple. And I'll go into that in further emails, but this is just a broad overview of what a solo ad is. Okay, so one of two things will happen there. They will immediately go into my autoresponder, go into my email list. Now I've got this lead. Now this lead is mine. Okay, 30 to 40% of those 60 clicks. Okay, so you got, you know, 18 to 6, 12, 24. 18 to 24 of them. I hope you guys can see this. 18 to 24 of them I will get on a lead. Exactly like that. I mean, I've done solo ads like that. That's a small solo ad. But, you know, 18 to 24 leads. Where were you at? You know, that's not bad for some people. And I'm telling you, especially if you're involved with a situation like mine, you get 18 to 24 leads a day. I mean, you're in good shape. But I don't want to get too far yet. Okay, so you got the email. Again, maybe not even one you wrote. And if it's compelling at all, which if these guys, you know, and you're going to learn this stuff, don't be afraid of it. And I got to make sure, I'm going to put this so I don't forget to tell you this, about mistakes you can make on emails. Okay, I don't want to go too far. So one of two things is going to happen. Both things are going to happen, excuse me. I've got the email, I've got that lead. And also, at the same time that they got that lead fed into my system, and my autoresponder, and in my, you know, Aweber account, essentially, they also saw a video. Now they went to the video. Their information came to me, so I have them now. Have their information now. And that's just their email. You know, you're not stalking people. You just have the email to send the email. But they also saw the video. Okay, they are going immediately to the video. Now, at that point, they can either choose to buy, or choose to not buy, or choose to only watch half the video, or a number of things can happen. But I've got the lead. Okay, they're in my autoresponder list where I've got all these preset emails. Okay, this person is now. You got to look at the simplicity of this. Okay, I'm doing this on the bottom dollar numbers here. I spent $40. Okay, and I may not have even written the email. All I did was spend $40 and send this guy a link, this guy or gal a link, and $40. This is how simple this is. Now I got 30 to 40% conversions, which means I got about 18 to 24 leads. We'll just say 20 for simplicity. I got 20 leads. Those 20 leads not only saw the video and may or may not bought right then, but they're also being marketed on autopilot for emails that I already have set into my autoresponder. Okay? So let's look at what I did. I spent $40 and I was done. And then these leads went into the system that is not really a system that you really have to do any work for. I mean, some of this stuff you have to set up ahead of time, and this is stuff that I'll show you too on other videos. But I hope you understand the simplicity of this, okay? And then maybe I'll jump over here and I'll spend $50. Sorry, this pen is so small. I'll send $50 and I'll get, you know, another 30 leads. Okay, and this guy, and some of these guys you can spend big clicks. This 500,000 lead guy. Okay, he'll send you a smaller package too. You don't have to go this way. He'll also send you a 60 click package for $40 or whatever. There's different prices. But what you do is you just jump. Now I know you're spending some money here, guys. But if this is what you're in business for, it's all return on investment. Now I know. Should I get into all of this? I know that I'm going to make my money back on this. I know that I get a minimum of $4 a lead. This is just a lead. This is counting leads that come into my system, get the first email, and say, heck, I don't want anything to do with this, and they find the unsubscribe at the bottom, and they unsubscribe. I'm counting those leads, including the ones that go all in with me, okay? But in general, and I know people that are doing a lot better than this. I mean, $11, $12, $17 a lead. But my point is, this was worth it to me. Okay, I spent $40. I got 20 leads. Now I just told you that I get at least $4 a lead. On average, at least. Okay, this is at least. So even at the bare bottom dollar, I made $80 on that solo ad. I got $80. I spent 40. I made $40. Now $40 isn't going to excite you, but it's also, what work did you do? This is about repetition. Now granted, these are small numbers because I know. If you're doing a solo ad, if you're watching a solo ad video 101, that you don't even know what a solo ad is before you watch this, okay, you may, and some of you may, you can jump in, but don't learn some of this stuff, see how your conversions are and stuff before you start jumping into a $1,000 email or, and that's what this was. This was set to remind me of mistakes. Before I get off on this video, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing here, okay, you just keep jumping. Hey guys, sorry, this is what happens when you get old. You get a little absent-minded, but I wrote that I'm going to interject this, as you just saw, into the video you're watching, then we'll jump back. I'll make this quick. But I wrote this star to remind myself about things to avoid, and I didn't want to. I rewatched the video and I didn't add this in. But the thing I want you to avoid is just when you pick your solo provider, this is the mistake you can make, because I was in the middle of talking about how you can jump in and spend $1,000 on a solo ad. Don't do that. Learn what you're doing on those steps that I'm talking about, okay? Run a $40, $60, $100. You can run a $200 one if you want, but invest it a little bit. I'm just saying don't jump into $1,000 until you at least learn some of the steps. And by that I mean, I made all these mistakes. This is one of the benefits of joining somebody that's made all these mistakes. Is one of the things that the first solo ad I ever ran, I went to Google, okay, and I typed in solo ad. Don't do that, okay? I bought this I think it was 1 million clicks for like $65. I still have a copy of the receipt. I think it was 1 million clicks for $65, and I'm thinking, holy moly, 1 million clicks. But the thing is, there's people out there that will prey on you. Okay, like in any other, there are some legitimate fears to being worried about network marketing, because there are people that they know what you're looking for and they know how to get on Google first page for some of you newbies that are looking for something to do. Okay, what I mean by that is don't type solo ad into Google and take that. Okay, and I did it. I took the first one and it was 1 million clicks, 65, and granted I only blew $65, but it was a waste of time. But my point is there's different kinds of leads. Okay, that's why you want to investigate your provider. That's why there's going to be a link under this for some solid providers. But just quick, you can go to solo ad directory. Directory.com. I'm sorry, my penmanship is horrible. I'm 43. It's bad. Solo ad directory is one. That's just a beginning one. That's, like I said, there's a link to a lot more, but I think that's got like 25. Last time I checked, it has been a while. You can go to Warrior Forum. Warrior, WARRIOR. Warrior Forum. It's probably better spell it than write it. .com. Now that one, I find that one a little confusing, especially when I first got started. But my point is just investigate it a little bit. Okay, that's all I want. I want to keep this section short because I want to jump back into the rest of the video. But just be a little cautious of where you get your solo ad provider. Okay, like if they're offering 1 million clicks for $65, it's probably a ripoff. Okay, I've made a lot of mistakes too, and I can help you avoid them. So I want to jump back into the video, but just jumping from solo ad to solo ad. And when you find somebody that works, if you got good conversions, maybe that shoots up to 45%, you say, hey, can I do a constant ad with you? And this is what this this is another income stream for these guys. This will do it. If they feel like they're burnt out on your opportunity, move to the next guy or ask them if they can send it to you in 2 months from now or whatever. Some people are not going to want to send to your list or not going to want to market your opportunity. That's just, whatever. Move on to the next person. It doesn't matter. There's no shortage of people out there that'll do this. I mean, and a good key is to find, if you're involved with me, there's so many other resources I can give you. I mean, we've got people that are steady leads that are marketed just for, my opportunity, and, and we feed those in. I can give you an extensive list. There will be some sort of link. Probably what I'm going to do is have a link below this video if you're already on my blog. Wherever you came on this or off to the side, somewhere near this video there will be a link to a list of solo providers just to get you started. Just to get you started. Because once you know this information, especially when I've told you that some of them you don't even have to write the ad copy, okay, and you've already got a link. If you're in any kind of business at all, you've already got some sort of link. Now, we could argue whether that converts very well. But that's going to have to be a separate thing. This is what a solo ad, and I can help you with lead capture pages that convert better. No matter what you're marketing, we can get you better. You can pretty much get you better lead capture pages than whatever your business is. I can pretty much say that. Unless you're involved with me, these guys are a lot better at writing these. But you should have an idea. If you came to this, you're trying to market your business, and you were given this lump of stuff. A couple of pages, hopefully a few lead capture pages, some videos, some sort of sign-up page, probably has your name on it or something. You've got to get people to that, right? Now, again, we can argue whether that converts very well, but if you want to expand your business, people got to see your offer, okay? Now, this is how they see your offer. This is one way. This is a kick-ass way to do it. So you jumped. This is probably not even easy to read, but hopefully you've got the idea of what I'm talking about. By the end of this strategy, by the end, look at this. If you keep doing this, by the end of this strategy, after a couple of weeks, if you really do this, at the end of a couple of weeks, all of a sudden you are this guy. All of a sudden you are this guy with 10,000 leads. And a lot of these people, that's exactly how they did it. Okay, there's a lot of symbiosis to this business, and just don't be afraid because somebody else is marketing something else that they won't talk to you. I don't think I've mentioned. Hopefully, I've done a good job not even mentioning what I do at all. So, and I'm willing to show you this because this is just a way to start your business. I mean, this is a kick-ass way to start your business. Okay, fortunes are made with this. It's just about repetition, conversions. Granted, there's some technical stuff when you start writing your own emails, but you don't have to do that at first. I've got plenty of tutorials to show you what to put in the body of that to get that to convert. But the point is to get them to click something in the body of that email, and then have them go. One, you already got the lead, and I think I'm starting to repeat myself. So, what I do want to leave you with, okay, one thing here is I want you to consider is what if $25 I could teach you all this stuff and more, okay, and you could get 100% commissions just showing people this stuff. Now this, I'll hint a little bit that I go into the blog, because whatever you're marketing, you want to be, I'm going to tell you why you want to have a blog, okay? And this is one of the things you're going to find out at WhatIf25, whatif25.com. You'll probably see a graphic at the end of this video. Just what if $25 I could teach you this and a lot more? Okay, that's all I want to do. I'm not even going to get into the blog, other than the fact that when people are searching for whatever it is you're looking for, okay? So let's just say you're in one of the vitamin companies. It doesn't matter what you're marketing. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you don't even have to be in marketing so much. I mean, you could be an insurance agent or a real estate agent watching this video. And we do have solo ad providers that do to non-network marketing businesses too. I mean, you can do a solo ad to a real estate opportunities and prospects, okay? And insurance, you can use this for a lot of different businesses. But the blog is, what I want to leave you for the blog is that's how when people look for you, you are the one they find, okay? Say you're doing a vitamin company, the XYZ vitamin company review. Formatted correctly, you're going to be they're going to find you. I don't want to get too much farther into that. But you always want to do a blog and you always want to pick a strategy. This is a great strategy, okay? That's a beginning idea. There's a list or a link or something to give you solo ad providers. With this information and a list of providers to contact, a couple of bucks, I mean, you can have 50, 100, 200 leads within 48 hours from right now, okay? So click the link, go to whatif25.com, You know, take a 30-day or 60-day tutorial with me. You know, this is one thing that I think a lot of people make mistakes in. Is a lot of course, everybody that joins any business is not going to stay in there forever. It just doesn't happen that way. And I think a lot of people get worried about, oh my God, if I join this, if I start this, and 25 bucks, guys, 25 bucks to learn stuff like this, $25. You do it for 60 days. If you do anything, you're going to make some money. But even if you don't, you spent 50 bucks and you learned a lot. You learned 20 times more than this. Okay? Not to mention the specifics of just this strategy, which is $1 million strategy easily. Okay? I'll teach you 20 other strategies. Not to mention the blogging. So that's it. Okay? Dan Calder, Happy Marketing, solo ad. Run with it. Run a few of them. Okay? Do it. Your list will go blow up. Boom. It's that simple. Peace.